So with my journey through the stacking experience, stacking 999 silver and learning that constitutional coinage is also 90% silver and well worth stacking, I have here 160 Mercury dimes. Every time I go to the coin shop, I would purchase 1, 2, maybe 3 silver eagles. And I would round up and make a purchase of Mercury dimes. There's a couple of barbers in here. They're kind of cool. And doing so, I started to learn lessons on coin collecting. One of those lessons being you need to be paying attention to what you buy. I didn't know it, but these Mercury dimes have key dates and key mintages of which I knew nothing about, and I wanted to learn. So my advisor, my coin collecting, stacking, my silver stacking advisor said, "Hey man, you need to start paying attention to the coins that you get." I said, "Oh, how so?" He said, "Well, some of these might have more value than the silver itself." So you're telling me on top of this dime being worth the weight of silver minus the 10%, it might also have a numismatic value? That's exactly what I'm telling you. I said, wow. So I had to develop a process that I would check the dates, and I would check the mintage, and I'd check the condition on every coin that I bought. So what I did was I built a pattern, built a process, if you will, of logging my collection. All of my coins that I purchase are in this notebook. And what I would do is I would go to the coin shop, buy my silver eagles, and I would purchase 3, 4, or 5 of these dimes, these Mercury, these 90% dimes, and I'd put them in my pill bottle, as I so well explained in the other video. But there was something that I was missing, and that was sitting down and checking every day before I put it in the bottle. So I went through all of these Mercury dimes one by one as I purchased them, so there wasn't too many, right? And I began paying attention and looking at the dime. And then I would write it in my book. And when I got a year, I write the year. And then if I got another one the same year, I would just put a check next to it, logging that particular coin. So I would know exactly the dates, the mintage, the condition of each coin as I bought them. So that's what I did with my Mercury dimes. I started paying attention. And I don't have my red book out, but I have a red book. And I would go into that red book and I would find it is a numismatic catalog, historical book on coinage. And I encourage all of you to get one. The red book is a huge tool. They make a new edition every year. I've got a 2006. In fact, it was given to me by my advisor, my stacking advisor. And yeah, I'm real appreciative of that gift. So I started categorizing all of my dimes and all of my other coins that I bought, putting them in this book. If I went to the coin shop and I made a purchase, before I put the coins away in the bottle or in the box, I put them in the notebook, right? And then I would go to the red book and I'd see what I have. And some of these coins, if you get the right one, worth a lot of money. But you'll never know if you don't look. So that's a lesson that I learned, was the looking. And when I was looking, I found something I wasn't expecting. Something that my mentor, my silver stacking mentor, was not expecting. When I called him and told him what I had found in my pile of Mercury dimes that the coin shop overlooked. They didn't know it was in the bowl where all the coins, all the Mercury dimes, where the customer can go through those Mercury dimes and find whatever he wants. I don't know what he's looking for. I just picked up whatever, right? And I found this Mercury dime. Now I'm going to show it to you. This is pretty amazing. I call it my double-sided Mercury dime. I'm gonna bring it up to the camera and I'm gonna try and show it to you. All right. Can you see that? That's the head of a Mercury dime. And the year is I think it says 1925. There's that. And then here's the other side. Check this out. This will blow your mind. It's a wheat penny. It's a Mercury dime on one side and a wheat penny on the other. I'd never seen such a thing. And I got it out of that bowl. And the lesson that I learned, now obviously this is a trick coin somebody had fabricated. I don't know how they did it. It's super thin, just like a Mercury dime. And they apparently somehow machined down the one side of the wheat penny and machined down the other side of the Mercury dime and somehow epoxied them together to make this cool little trick coin. That's awesome. And I learned the lesson. I need to be paying attention to every single dime as well as every single quarter. I went from dimes, okay, Mercury dimes, stacking Mercury dimes and paying attention to each one, to stacking as well in this pill bottle. These are awesome standing Liberty quarters. So now not only have I got a pill bottle full of Mercury dimes, I am now stacking Liberty quarters. This is getting out of hand. This is getting addictive. I love going to the coin shop, seeing what they have, making a purchase, coming home, logging it in my notebook, each and every date, and then going to the red book to see if I have something that I wasn't expecting. I may pay $15, $20. I don't know what they cost. Depends, right? For a coin. And I might just take that coin and just put it there in the pill bottle. Save it for a rainy day, right? Which is all good. That's what I'm preaching. But I might be taking a $60, $70, $80 coin and not even know it, putting it with the others. So I'm learning this lesson because of a Mercury dime. That's half a wheat cent. It's worth 11 cents. No, I think I went on to eBay and I saw some for sale on eBay. Yeah, 50, 60 bucks. Pretty cool. I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to keep it as a reminder to pay attention. So this is the Liberated Patriot Stacker YouTube channel. As a YouTube channel and as a video content creator, I want to share with you my thoughts on the channel. I will never ever try to lure you to watch my videos with clickbait. When you see the thumbnail, what you see is what the video will be about. I will never ever try and sell you something. I will never ever advise you or encourage you to do something that I haven't already done. And that's the way I'm going to run my channel. I'm not in this to make money. I'm in this. If I was to get 1 million subscribers, maybe I would monetize. Sure, who wouldn't, right? And yeah, maybe get a little return on all my work. But I don't know if that'll ever happen. But I'm happy to make these videos. I enjoy making them. I enjoy sharing all that I'm discovering on this liberating journey as a patriot stacker. All right, so that's today's video. The Mercury dime, that's a wheat cent. How awesome. My Mercury dime's in the pill bottle, and now I've got the quarters, the standing Liberty quarters. So yeah, we're going to be moving on up, and we're going to be stacking and learning as we go. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.